Hello everyone! A chocolate cake is everyone's favorite, but we often hesitate to try new recipes since they are so long and with so many ingredients. Baking them in an oven is another restriction since many of us don't have one. So, after several attempts, I have come up with this easy recipe for an eggless chocolate cake. One interesting thing about this recipe is you can make two types of cakes with this one recipe. One of the cake will be more dense like a cakey brownie, and the other one will be more fluffy like a sponge that you normally use for a chocolate cake. So let's get started. Let's have a look at the ingredients. These are the ingredients that will be needed. The only difference between both the types of cake is in a more brownie type of cake, you need not put any baking soda or ENO, and if you want to make it fluffy, you just add those. So in a bowl for the wet ingredients, take oil, take curd, add the powdered sugar and a little bit of vanilla essence. Now just mix everything very well so that the sugar melts properly. It should look just like this. Now in a different bowl, add the dry ingredients. I've already mixed the baking powder with the flour over here. Put the cocoa powder. Just sieve it all together and add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Now mix it all together so that there are no lumps at all of the dry ingredients. At this point, you can add your half cup milk little by little so that your process of mixing becomes easier. A very important tip is that please take your milk at room temperature. This will make your batter smoother and the cake will come out very soft. After you have incorporated all the milk, your batter should look something like this. It will be very smooth, don't you worry about it. A very important tip for this also, please mix it in one direction only. This will make your cake fluffy, otherwise it will turn out like a rock and you definitely don't want that. Now let's have a look at the preheating instructions. For preheating, you need to place a plate or a bowl at the bottom of the cooker and keep the flame between medium and low. Remove the rubber around the lid of the cooker and the whistle and preheat for 7 minutes. Meanwhile, make your baking tin ready by greasing oil thoroughly around it and place a butter paper at the bottom. If you do not have a parchment paper or a butter paper, you can also use your normal A4 size sheet for placing at the bottom. Now pour all the batter into the baking tin gently and tap it twice or thrice so that all the batter sits perfectly in your baking tin. After this, just take your entire tin with the help of tongs, put it inside the cooker, close the lid and bake for around 25 to 30 minutes between medium and low flame. At this point, your cooker will be very hot, so please be very careful. If you need any assistance, please ask for help. After 30 minutes, your cake will look something like this. Take it out with the help of tongs and use a knife or a toothpick to see if it comes out clean. And your cake is ready. You can make a chocolate ganache and apply it over your cake, but since there's lockdown going on, I did not have the materials. So I've just topped my cake up with some Hershey's syrup and chocolate chips. You can also top it up with Hershey's and almonds or walnuts, and your cake will look just so yummy and it's ready to eat.